I ain't tryna. Yeah, ain't tryna be cool like you. Wobbling around in your high heel shoes, I'm clumsy. Made friends with the floor. 2 for 1, you know a bitch by 4. And 2 left feet, you know I always drop. First thing a girl did was a bop. And the whole damn cake and the cherry on top. Shook up the bottom, made a good girl pop. You ain't even here to party. Ken in the club tryna pipe a Barbie. I don't wanna go with the flow back then until I touch my toes. I don't wanna roll the boat. Wrist full of rocks and I hope I flow. Big up yourself cause you know they don't. I chew cause they hope I show. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. You've been the before, I've been the stallion, you've been the seahorse. Don't need a report, don't need a press run. All of my bad pics been all my best.
I ain't worried about nothing, I ain't wearing a nada. I'm sitting pretty impatient, but I know you gotta put in them hours, I'ma make it harder. I'm sending pick after picture, I'ma get you fired. I know you're always on that night shift, but I can't stand these nights alone. And I don't need no explanation, cause baby you're the boss at home. You don't gotta go to work, but you gotta put in work. You don't gotta go to work. Let my body do the work. We can work from home. We can work from home. Let's put it in motion. I'ma give you a promotion. I'll make it feel like a vacate, turn the bed into an ocean. We don't need nobody, I just need your body. Nothing but sheets in between us, ain't no getting off early. I know you're always on that night shift, but I can't stand these nights alone. And I don't need no explanation, cause baby you're the boss at home. You don't gotta go to work, but you gotta put in work. You don't gotta go to work. Let my body do the work. We can work from home. We can work from home.
Oh yeah, girl gotta work for me. Can you make it clap? No hands for me. Take it to the ground, pick it up for me. Look back at it all, I'm for me. Put in work like my time, she ride it like a 63. I'ma buy a new Celine, let her ride in the foreign with me. Oh, she the babe, I'm her boo, and she down to break the rules. Ride or die, she gon' go, I'm gon' choose. She finesse, I fight bulls, she take that. Put in overtime on your body.
You ain't gotta go to work, no. But you gotta be work. You don't gotta go to work. Let my body do the work. Do work. Yeah, we can work from home. We can work from home. Yeah, we can work from home. Yeah, we can work from home.
잠이 든 도시와 빛나는 네 눈동자 쏟아질 것 같아. 한참을 바라본다 모두 담아두고파서 이렇게 라디오에 흘러나오는 노래를 따라 불러줘. 함께 이 순간을 나눌 때면 세상이 멈춘 듯한 걸. Close your eyes, take my time. Let's remember this moment, remember this moment. Slow down, we fall down. Everything is everywhere. Oh, 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 oh. 나도 빠짐없이 다 Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. 계속 그렇게 있어줘. Oh, yeah, yeah. 눈을 감고 있는데도 더 선명해지는 듯한 걸. 밤이 다시 해를 찾으면 떠오르는 기억들 라디오에 흘러나오는 노래를 따라 불러줘. 함께 이 순간을 나눌 때면 세상이 멈춘 듯한 걸. Close your eyes, take my time. Let's remember this moment, remember this moment. Slow down, we fall down. Everything is everywhere. 나도 빠짐없이 다 Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. 계속 그렇게 있어줘. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. 계속 그렇게 있어줘. 우리 함께한 이 밤 다시 만날 수 있다면 yeah. 아침과 번짐이 겹칠 때 세상은 아주 잠깐 숨을 참아 Zero o'clock Ooh, and you're gonna be happy Ooh, and you're gonna be happy 막 내려앉은 전원처럼 숨을 쉬자 처음처럼 Ooh, and you're gonna be happy Ooh, and you're gonna be happy It's all around 모든 게 새로운 zero o'clock
좀씩 박자감이 길어져 쉬운 표정이 현지여져 익숙한 가사 자꾸 잊어 내 맘 같은 게 뭐 하나 없어
다 지나간 일들이야 혼자 말해도 참 쉽잖아 Is it my fault? Is it my wrong? 답이 없는 날 메아리만 집에 와 침대에 누워 생각해봐 내 잘못이었을까 어지러운 밤 문득 시계 봐곧 12시 뭔가 달라질까 그런 건 아닐 거야 그래도 이 하루가 끝나잖아 조짐과 분침이 겹칠 때 세상은 아주 잠깐 숨을 참아 Zero o'clock Ooh, and you're gonna be happy Ooh, and you're gonna be happy 막 내려앉은 전처럼 숨을 쉬다 처음처럼 Ooh, and you're gonna be happy Ooh, and you're gonna be happy It's all around 모든 게 새로운 zero o'clock 두 손 모아 기도하네 내일은 좀